As nighttime is upon us here at the Rizal Memorial Coliseum, it is time for the gold medal match of the 2024 AVC Challenge Cup. The undefeated Vietnamese dispatched the Australians in the semis, while Kazakhstan beat the Philippines in straight sets. It's time to determine the champion who gets a seat in the upcoming Challenge Cup, and it should be quite a duel. Okay, for the Philippines, we're disappointed that we are not in the gold medal match, but that doesn't matter. We're going to be treated to a good world top-level volleyball match, Neil Flores.
That's correct. And the Philippines won the bronze medal a while ago. We've witnessed a lot of high-quality matches in the past few days here in the AVC Challenge Cup for women. We see the results of the earlier games. Indonesia winning against Hong Kong in 3 straight sets. India and the Philippines also winning their respective matches via a sweep. Again, we saved the best for last. This is the gold medal match between Kazakhstan and Vietnam. They're not only playing for a gold medal, but they're also playing for a ticket to the AVC Challenger Cup in July.
Okay, of course the Philippines is going to host that as well, so we are automatically there as part of that. I like the audience here tonight. They've stayed on. They want to see the Philippines receive their bronze medals later on, but they also want to see this match, Neil.
We can learn a lot from this gold medal match, definitely, and we're on the way to rebuilding our volleyball program. But all eyes will be on Kazakhstan and Vietnam. Vietnam is the defending champion of this tournament, but Kazakhstan being dominant yesterday, they also want to continue to get those punches in to get that gold medal.
You did the Kazakhstan-Philippines game yesterday. Tell us now, as we take a look at the lineup of Kazakhstan, who are the players that we should take a particular notice of?
Well, there are a lot of powerful attackers from Kazakhstan, but Irina Kuznetsova was the star for me. The setter was able to pull the strings properly for Kazakhstan, and they just showed their class against the Philippines as they prevented all the comeback attempts from Alas Pilipinas. Sana Anarkulova wasn't a surprise because she has been the go-to attacker for Kazakhstan all throughout this tournament.
Boy, she has been one of the veterans of this team through the years. They did not participate for a long stretch, but they're back in business, and Kazakhstan putting on a great display of volleyball. Vietnam, they are, as you mentioned, this defending champions, players that we should look at.
Right now, in the world ranking, Vietnam is ranked number 38. As I mentioned a while ago, they are the defending champions. They won against Indonesia in last year's edition of the AVC Challenge Cup. There are a lot of stars also on the side of Vietnam. We have T4, a very popular player here in the Philippines, the reigning best setter Thi Lam Duan, and reigning best middle blocker Thi Tra Giang Din. And these are the 3 players that we have to look out for in this game against Kazakhstan.
I don't think T4 is going to be playing, unfortunately, but she is very much a favorite of the Filipino fans because we do have followed them in the SEA Games. Here's Sana Anarkulova, and this is what she did against Alas Pilipinas.
In yesterday's game of Kazakhstan and Alas Pilipinas, there were moments that Kazakhstan was in trouble, but Sana Anarkulova just prevented any comeback attempt from Alas. And she had a 67% conversion rate on her attacks as she tallied 19 markers against the Philippine squad.
And whatever, I like your point, whatever rally Alas came up with, they could quell it, pour water on it, and all the sports metaphors you can imagine. Good try by Alas, but not to be denied was Kazakhstan. On the other side of the floor, number 10, none other than this player. And Nguyen Thi Bích Quen will be somebody that we shall take a look at, and I'm sure Kazakhstan's ready for her as well.
In the pool phase, they already met each other, and Nguyen Thi Bích Quen was able to register 30 big points against Kazakhstan in their last game. She had 24 with a 58% conversion rate. So if T4 is not playing, Vietnam will rely on that player on your screen to provide the firepower to defend their throne here in the AVC Challenge.
One of the things we will look at both teams, I like your point that we are going to be learning what makes these 2 teams the gold medal finalists, and we take a look at where everybody is in the semifinals all the way to the gold medal. You mentioned the Philippines earlier today taking the bronze.
Australia will settle for 4th place, and the loser of this match will settle for silver, and the winner again will get the finals ticket to the Challenger Cup in July.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, volleyball fans everywhere in the world, it's time to enjoy the gold medal match featuring Vietnam against Kazakhstan in the AVC Challenge Cup for women here from Manila, the Philippines.
Good evening, Rizal Memorial Coliseum. Welcome to the final game of the AVC Challenge Cup 2024 here in Manila, Philippines. This is match number 29 of the tournament, the gold medal match between the national teams of Kazakhstan and their opponents, Vietnam. Introducing our two international referees in charge of this championship game. First referee, Jocelyn Del Rosario from the Philippines. Our second referee is George Chalup from Australia. Let's meet the starters. First, for Kazakhstan. Outside spiker number 2, Sana Anarkulova, team captain. Middle blocker number 7, Yulia Yakimova. Outside spiker number 14, Svetlana Nikolaeva. Opposite hitter number 17, Margarita Belchenko. Middle blocker number 18, Kristina Anikonova. And center number 99, Irina Kuznetsova. Starting libero number 21, Tomiris Sagimbayeva. And the head coach for Kazakhstan, Rizal Memorial. And now the starters for Vietnam. Middle blocker number 8, Lei Tan Tui. Outside spiker number 10, Nguyen Big Twin. Opposite hitter number 11, Wang Q Chin. Middle blocker number 15, Nguyen Chin. Center number 19, Tuan Lam Oin. And outside spiker number 20, Chan Tu Lin. Starting libero, number 12, Nguyen Can Tang. And the head coach for Vietnam, Nguyen Tuan Kiet.
Okay, just about ready to put the ball into serve. I like the point you made that T4 is around. I actually tossed the ball over to her earlier, and she was asking for the ball that went our way. And sayang is a word we say in the Philippines when we don't get something that we like. It would have been fun to see her play, but there are others.
There are a lot of talent on the floor right now for Vietnam. So even in T4's absence, they can still get their offense going, especially with that girl on your screen, number 10, Nguyen Thi Bích Thuyen, getting her first point of the match. And she did heavy damage on the defense of Kazakhstan in the pool phase as she registered 30 points. She was the only player in double digits in that game. That was a 4-set win for Vietnam. They will rely heavily on her as they try to outmaneuver and outmuscle this powerhouse team of Kazakhstan.
Here comes the set by Kuznetsova. An excellent dive that time. Ball is still alive, too hot to handle, and it is delivered upon by Belchenko.
The setter in Kuznetsova really loves going to a reverse setting. We saw a lot of that against the Philippines. Every time she goes to that reverse set, there's only a single blocker in front of the attacker.
I thought the pace of the game really favored Kazakhstan when they played the Philippines. Philippines had to play catch-up throughout that match. While on the other hand, Vietnam dictated the tempo against Australia and really dominated that team. Meanwhile, our score stands at 2-1 in favor of Vietnam. Here's the reverse. And touchless that time by Nguyen Thi Vic An.
Nikonova will score for Kazakhstan. That's also one of their point of attacks that has produced a lot of points.
Cristina Anikonova.
If you're a middle blocker in the international scene, it's so important that you can run a different types of sets. You can run that slide, you can run these quick attacks.
So much is demanded. In the meantime, kept in play by Kazakhstan. Look at this dink. These are very skilled players, no question about it. High attack. That will work for Sana. She does not look like 34 years old.
She has been the scoring machine for Kazakhstan in this year's edition of the AVC Challenge Cup. She always plays it simple. I mean, you can just see the experience.
In the meantime, Nikoileva and her serve failing her. The score stands at 3 apiece. All set to serve is Wang Ki-Kwel Trin. Here's Huang. Nice drop by Sana. Kept in play very much by Tran. The attack rejected and sealed. Point for Kazakhstan.
Blocking and serving will be the assets of Team Kazakhstan in this game against Vietnam. Look at that double block in sync for the rejection against the top scorer of Vietnam.
Yes, you always tell me it's all about timing and technique. And it's perfectly in sync. Here's a nice set that's rejected. Here, the offense is recycled. They drop it inside. Excellent track down. Lifted up that time by... Oh! That will go for Vietnam.
Yeah. That is
Vietnam,
outside. No challenge called by Kazakhstan.
So Tran Tu Lien will serve. Wants to play it short. Kept in play by Kuznetsova, the center. And that's bungled.
Vietnam is just trying to break the system of Kazakhstan by dishing out heavy serves. After the pool phase, it was Kazakhstan on top in that department. They were number 1 in serving, and they're also in the top 3 of blocking. And those were the skills that gave them the edge yesterday against Las Pilipinas. That's why they won that in 3 straight sets.
Yes. Petisheva allowing that to sail out. In the meantime, the setter, Irina Kuznetsova, all set to unleash her serve. Our current count is 5 apiece. In the air we go. That is rejected. Nguyen shot. Kuznetsova will track it down. And it's easily sent over. The set. Nicely done into the zone 1 corner.
You can see the similarities in the system of Kazakhstan and Vietnam. Both of the setters are running these short slide attacks in this level of play. You cannot blink. You have to be able to react quickly to be able to set up your net defense against your opponents.
Can't play lazy volleyball, really. Nicely done on the middle, but it's a double block. They recycle. When rejected and scored upon.
Both teams have the height. Both teams have the power. It's about how they'll outmaneuver their opponents. Right now, Kazakhstan is displaying impenetrable net defense against the Vietnamese attackers.
And that's a good counter by Nguyen Thi Vic An off the serve play of Anakolova. You know, Vietnam, the only team they really have not beaten in the Southeast Asian region has been Thailand. And Thailand, of course, already there with Japan and China in the VNL level. In the meantime, here comes this set being done by Kuznetsova. Down the middle we go. It's elevated high and almost lost that time by Nguyen Huang Lang. Here comes the set on the other end. It is rejected. Double block.
It's Vietnam's turn to get the rejection against Kazakhstan.
Nguyen and Le conniving here. Watch this.
Nowhere to go for the outside hitter.
Le Tan Thuy taking that particular block. Here comes the serve. Uh-oh. Nearly bungled. Wired move by Kuznetsova. It's still in play. Wang. Kuznetsova. Down. Up and alive. Berksiseva. The drop by Sana. And it's on the ground. Sana Arnarkulova taking care of matters there.
Every time Kazakhstan is pushed into a corner, Kuznetsova will find Sana Narkolova wherever she may be. That time it was in the back row. Smart push, really. The libero was still anticipating a powerful hit.
Yakimova unable to get her serve into play. Lovely names, Yulia Yakimova. In the meantime, let's shift our attention to Nguyen Big Tuen. This is a strike kept in play by the libero Nguyen Quan Lang. Here's a battle at the net. Nguyen, of course, Nguyen is a very common Vietnamese last name. In the meantime, the attack. Sana is spoiled by the net. Vietnam by 3.
Vietnam blocker saw that coming from a mile away. That was a high set. Out of system play to Sana Narkolova, and coverage wasn't there for Kazakhstan.
Risnat Gilyazut Dinov will call a timeout.
Второй зоне хреново перемещается, блокирует хорошо. Четвертую у тебя получается при доводке идеально на 2 плюса, можешь с ними сыграть. Понятно, да? Вот. Либо опять же остается у тебя выбитый мяч.
Volleyball, in any language, the coach talks to the setter first.
Sometimes you can just get the feel of the instructions just by looking at the
Body
body language of...
Yes, I agree. In the meantime, nearly bungled, kept in play by Kazakhstan. Here comes the attack. And still alive. We've got a lovely exchange. But Vietnam holding forth there. Tran Thu Lun making things happen from that left wing.
Balanced distribution for Vietnam. They want a lot of players in double digits today if they want to bag that gold medal.
That is going to be a service ace.
No touch ace for Nguyen Big Tuen.
Vietnam has a 5-point lead in the opening set. Again, the Philippines winning the bronze medal earlier. Straight sets win against Australia. Battle at the net. That is rejected. Kept alive by Kazakhstan. The strike is when the set. And the point belongs to Vietnam.
There was a net fault called on Anikonova from Kazakhstan. So this will now balloon to a 6-point lead for Vietnam.
I'm sure you're seeing, Neil, that there's a definite advantage to a tall setter in Duan Tin Yan of Vietnam, number 20. Number 19, rather.
Sova is also a tall setter, but right now it's really the floor defense of Vietnam helping them in transition, because you can see that the majority of the counter-attacks are coming from Vietnam. They're getting more touches on offense compared to Kazakhstan.
And they seem to sustain the possession even longer and keeping the ball in play better than Kazakhstan so far. 5-point lead by Vietnam. Miss. And that is a play that does not work.
Vietnam tried to go to that combination play, but the middle blocker got a hand at that ball.
Crossed signals. Attack. Oh, Vietnam quick counter. They get their points back so swiftly.
Tran Tu Lin getting that side out for Vietnam. Everything happens so fast. You can see how the setters consider all of the factors on the opposite side of the court. They look at the blockers, they look at the defenders, and there's so much going on in that decision-making process. So when you are given a set, you really have to try your best to get a quick kill against your opponent.
In the meantime, this is a broken play. They ad-lib. Here's the set. Down the middle we go with Sana, but it's outside.
Errors are starting to pile up for Kazakhstan. In their full-face encounter, the fourth set was only the set that had a close score. It was 25-23 in favor of Vietnam, but all the others, it was 14-19 and 14.
Like, you can only imagine how much Vietnam drills and practices and trains. All set to serve is Nikoya Leva. Here comes the set, the reverse. It's read cleanly by Kazakhstan. Nikita, that's not gonna work. Nikitina, rather. From the back row, pushed over. Recycled. Excellent libero work that time by Sakin Bayeva. Whoa! Sana Anarkulova takes care of matters from that left wing. She has 4 points.
Great touches on both ends from the liberos of Kazakhstan and Vietnam.
She's relieved that she got that through. 4-point lead by Vietnam. When, yes, off the block.
Vietnam has been able to receive that first ball well. So they're still able to set up other attackers on the floor.
Player number 10 of Vietnam, Nguyen Thi Bích Tuen, already with 4 points in this first set. Here comes the set by Kuznetsova. Oh, cleanly done. Such a tough angle to work with.
Sharp cross. Very easy for a woman like Sana Narkulova. Look at that swing. Finding the line.
I think she also plays in Turkey in one of the top pro leagues over there. That is long.
That is called inside by the first referee. What a great set from Vietnam. Duan Thi Lam Nguyen just snatching the 2 blockers of Kazakhstan.
In the meantime, nice dig. When tipping it, very much in play, no whistle, we play on. Cut shot, mishandled, and this has been the story of this first set.
Tran Tu Lin this time will score off the back row hit. Everybody's contributing for Vietnam. It's not a one-woman show. Now, Kazakhstan will be forced to burn another timeout.
Готова зона 2, твоя работа. Хорошо, приготовься. 4-я, 2 плюса из-под первого темпа вы готовы. Либо выбитый мяч работа. Хорошо? Центр всегда в работе свое. Фасты можно работать, вопросов нет. Хорошо? И почище еще раз повторю. Свои собственные ошибки давайте убрать. На подаче подаем, поехали. Давай!
Okay, I'd like to correct myself. This one, Sana, has actually been a 4-time MVP of the Kazakhstan League. It is T4 actually who has gotten a chance to play with our very own Eliza Valdez, and has also been invited to play for the Turkish club Kursabruk Sport Club. The first Vietnamese player to play in the Turkish Women's League. Unfortunately, we will not see her here in action. So, though you pointed it out to me that she warmed up earlier.
The past few games, she wasn't actually in uniform. She wasn't able to warm up.
Wicked shot. Down the middle we go. No problem for Wen Handang.
Look at that zero tempo play.
Oh, yes. Both setter and striker leapt at the same time, creating that zero tempo attempt. Down it goes, and Sana Anarkulova connects anew.
That's a nice change to the pattern of offense for Kazakhstan. They've been dishing out a lot of sets to the left pin for Sana Anarkulova. She has been scoring, but she will get more confidence once you start to move the blockers of Vietnam.
Oh, man, with a delivery through that hole that seems to be a gap. When with 5 points already. On the other hand, Anarkulova has 7. The setter, Duan Ton Wan, will be serving. She's done a marvelous job spreading the butter here. Kept in play nonetheless by the libero, Wen. And another Wen delivers. When the libero plays such at a high level, it just rubs over to the other players, really.
She was waiting for it. Wen Handang is just suffocating the offense of the outside hitter of Kazakhstan.
You know, as early as the warm-up, I was looking at the libero of Vietnam, Wen Handang. I said, boy, she must be a martial arts expert. She was so confident. There she is. Excellent pickup, and Wen, I think, missed it. No, she did not. She got it.
There is a block touch, and it also landed on the floor of Kazakhstan. She has been unstoppable
with 7
for
points.
Vietnam.
They have not found an antidote for her yet. The set against Tusana, it is in play. Tracked down by the setter. Here comes the libero on the other side, Sagimbayeva. Drop, nicely done.
Kuznetsova was talking to Nikolaeva a while ago. She was giving instructions probably on how to change the pace of the game because she has been delivering a lot of powerful hits, but Vietnam has dug up those hits.
A rare moment for Vietnam to bungle their and mess up their passing. The service ace, courtesy of Valeria Chumak. The chase down. Wen takes care of matters, slaps it against the block, it sails out.
And that's the thing, Kazakhstan knows that the center of Vietnam will go to their top scorer, highest efficiency attacker, and they get to set up their defense. It's just that it's also very hard to control that type of attack.
Kuznetsova setting this up. Here comes the reverse. Block, well done. Nikoyeleva, as well as Anikonova, taking care of sealing the door at the top of the net.
Kazakhstan will get a block point against the Vietnamese attacker.
What has impressed you the most about Vietnam so far?
Well, if you feel that Kazakhstan is already playing at fast speed, Vietnam has controlled this match so far. The center has been playing faster.
Good point.
Compared to the setter of Kazakhstan.
The ball seems to not linger on the Vietnamese side. They're on attack mode right away.
And even in their transition plays, it happens so fast.
Lee Tan Thuy with her serve. This is whipped against the block. Kept in play by Lee Tan Thuy. Here comes the reach out. Kuznetsova with the set. Sana Anarkulova blasts away. Tracked down by Duan Tai Wan. Here comes the attack down the middle. The set, the blast. It's off the blockers. Excellent chase down. Here it's in the air. Cut shot. Ah, well done. The blocking of Kazakhstan well placed in the last two sequences.
Vietnam needs to consider the height of Kazakhstan every time they go to those rolling shots or soft touches. Average height is at 5'11" for the Kazakhstan team.
Just when you thought we had a taller generation of players in the Philippines, there are still far taller players around the world. Here comes the long attempt that works that time for Nguyen Van Dang, and it's on the antenna. It will go to Kazakhstan, that's beginning to chase Vietnam, though it is already at set point.
Perfect choice of attacker for Kuznetsova. That short slide has been giving Kazakhstan a lot of attack points.
Coach Nguyen Tuan Kiet of Vietnam wants to stem this uprising by Kazakhstan.
Nếu như nó phát vào chỗ em thì thôi, từ là sau đánh 6 lên đi, phát vào Trinh một cái là không có chạy vào nổ nữa nhá, là coi như Trinh bé chạy, Trinh lớn chạy, một là phục công đánh, hai là từ đấy em 6 lên nhá.
Một lên rồi, một lên đánh đổ mà một lên.
Vâng, 6 lên.
Some things don't change in the world. The coaches freeze when another team is beginning to percolate, and they don't want to waste the fact that they are at set point here in the first set. It's a simple game, you know, Neil. It's, the language may be different, but it's really a simple game with all its complications. That is long. Yes, it is.
Too strong for Vietnam.
Kazakhstan Big Twen missing the target just barely there.
Kazakhstan will try to mount their comeback here in the tail end of set number 1.
Svetlana Nikoyeleva. Down the mid. Oh! And the apology coming up now from Nguyen Van Dang. Part of the life of the libero really, Sagimbayeva got it on the face there. But the first set is already part of the history of the AVC, and Vietnam taking set number 1. Oh, that's almost like a knockout punch there, huh? And we'll have the second set ready for you wherever you are after a few messages. they definitely control.
Very fast transition plays in set number 1. You have to credit the setter, Ranti Lamjuan,
It's
for
that,
just pulling
that
the
pace.
strings right.
That pace is perfected in training, I suppose.
Yeah, and of course, international experience.
Okay.
Training is one aspect of the game, but when you get to face a lot of different countries with different systems, that's the time that you really grow as a country as well.
Good point, yes. And I'm sure all the participants in this particular event have picked up many lessons. Second set is underway, ladies and gentlemen. Kazakhstan has the first point, and they have the second point as well.
We will start off well in the second set by getting an offensive block.
Here's the serve by Chumak. And scores again.
Bigten has been utilizing the hands and the fingertips of the blockers
Everything,
of
yeah.
Kazakhstan. Still a good sign for Kazakhstan though. They're getting touches that's better
Good point,
than having
yeah,
no touches at all. But now it's about trying to redirect that ball to a better location.
In the meantime, Kazakhstan missing the target there, and Vietnam quickly ties up the count at 2 apiece. And Wensi Vic Tuan will continue to serve. Tracked down by Bekesheva. That is blocked but kept in play. That is reached for. Well done that time by Siroyichenka. The dig. Attack. Ooh, tough angle to work with that time by Siroyichenka, sorry. Oh, nice step. Block, but kept in play. Oh, good effort done by Bekesheva, and she just missed out in a few feet. Watch this. This is a lively exchange. Boom.
That will be point number 5 with outside hitter Tran Tu Lin.
Oh, that's too tight. But that is not a problem that time by Svetlana Nikoyeleva.
That's one of the adjustments that I have observed for Kazakhstan. They changed the position of Nikolayeva. They put her in the right pin, and Kuznetsova set her up for that combination play in the middle. She's more comfortable in that combination play compared to that left wing.
Kuznetsova kept it alive. The attack that time by Siroyichenka. Oh, and Kazakhstan getting the better of the last 2 exchanges.
That's 2 or 3 kill blocks already for Kazakhstan here in the second frame.
Yes.
Anikonova just closing out the gap left by the right wing.
Oh, and it's a service ace. Svetlana Nikoyeleva.
That should be their biggest advantage, talking about the serving of Kazakhstan. They took Alas Pilipinas out of system
Yes,
yesterday. They can do
exactly.
that again against Vietnam.
The attack. Perfectly done that time by Tran Tu Lin, who has 6 points. Lee Tan Tui all set to serve. I think the cheer earlier was for the Philippine team that's now on the other side, just behind the Vietnam side right now. Just waiting the completion of this gold medal match to receive their bronze medals. It's a historic finish for a Philippine team in this particular competition.
63-year drought.
Wow. Ooh,
Finally ends today.
it's a service ace. Nikoyeleva.
It's a jump serve from the lefty of Kazakhstan, Siroyeshkina. Also a powerful hitter.
That is out. 7-5, Kazakhstan. The first set was taken by Vietnam, 25-20. Here's the set. Sana Anarkulova. Kept in play this time by Siryashinka. The reach. Tracked down. Kept alive by Nguyen Quan Dang. This is the first long rally. And that is taken care of by Sana Anarkulova.
Sana Anarkulova just forcing her way through the double block of Vietnam. I like what the libero is doing because every time they are forced to give up that free ball, she puts it up in the air really high. That sky ball can lead to a mistake on the Kazakhstan side. But errors have been piling up also for Vietnam.
You get the feeling that the tempo has slowed down a bit for Vietnam, and they are behind currently, 9-5. A timeout requested by Vietnam.
Thua điểm như thế ngay từ đoạn đầu là do mình đang thua điểm, họ đánh được mà mình phải đang có tận dụng những cái việc đấy. Em phải làm sao em nghĩ ra để tạo điều kiện cho Tuyền đánh đã, để lấy điểm em vào em truyền những quả bóng 5 ăn 5 thua vào cái thời điểm như thế thì làm sao đánh được. Không có người vào, không có người kia, một người bám phụ công. Tập trung nhá, tập trung.
I have to agree with you on this one, the body language. It's the eyes telling us that the coach is satisfied with what has happened so far. They've fallen behind by 4 here after taking the first set. Ooh. Was that a miss? Yes, it was. Good try by Anikonova. Tran Tu Lin. Casual serve. Sana. Anarkulova. Ah, but there's the counter by Nguyen Thi Bích Thuan. 10 points.
But I think that point should go to the libero of Vietnam.
Who has done a little of everything. And
so confident.
Yes.
I mean, she knows where the balls are going. She's always in the perfect position to keep it in play.
Anarkulova hands it over. The day nicely done by Sana Anarkulova.
Anarkulova is showing the variety of her hits in the second frame. They do want to pull away because sometimes they have that tendency to relax when they have a big amount of lead.
Nine points by Anarkulova. When kept in play nonetheless by Sagimbayeva, the other libero. When blocked, but blocked away.
Crazy rebound from that double block. Very difficult again to control the power in the hits of Nguyen Thi Bích Thuan.
Really loaded when she uncorks and unloads. Here's this one. It does not go through. A good attempt by Svetlana Nikolaeva, but not getting across. Pace of the game has ebbed just a tad here. Vietnam trying to be a little more calculating perhaps, but they're behind currently by 1. Oh, perfectly done. There's only one place to go for Kazakhstan, really.
To go to their highest efficiency attacker in Sana Anarkulova. They have had a lot of success in that combination play from the middle. Every time they revert to basic plays, left pin, right pin, they don't get the conversion that they want.
Jam! That's on the ground. Referee Josie Del Rosario pointing that out. You know, Josie Del Rosario is such a cool, calm person. Whether she officiates in our own professional leagues and she does international games, that's why she is an international referee. And she's doing the gold medal match. In the meantime, oh yeah, that is such a confident move. Nguyen, Nguyen apologizing now to the setter, Kuznetsova.
What else can you say about that hit? That was so powerful. She was above the blockers. It went straight to the setter of Kazakhstan.
Kuznetsova. This is not going to cross for Kazakhstan. Siroyashinka unable to get it onto the other side. Coach Rishad Gilyasinov will call a break.
Большая, поверху, много не проходит, цепляем ее. Линейку закрываем, сбоку идет. Видите, да, направление, широкий мяч. Узкий мяч, то же самое, уходит в альфу. То, что высоко, здесь, да, чуть меньше. Закрываем линеечку, хорошо, ровно. Леночка, ручки прямо перед собой, не надо ловить ее, прямо перед собой. Значит, получим. Давай.
You know, one day your generation will probably catch this. When there's a timeout and the coaches do not necessarily speak in the English, it's going to be automatic translation. So that's going to happen, I tell you.
I hope so.
Yes, for all of us. But I'm sure the body language is really more reminders. We lost the lead, but Kazakhstan holds steady with a 2-point lead here in the second. If you're just joining us, Vietnam took set number 1 at 25-20. Chumak. Good set. Nguyen spots the open area. Nguyen, Big Twin with 13 points.
That wasn't even a full swing. Just found the opening on the floor of Kazakhstan. She will give up that error of the service.
You know, I like the liberos of Kazakhstan. They are industrious and they move. They know when they're coming in and out of the set. In the meantime, it's a tap. Kept alive nonetheless. That time by Sagimbayeva. Blocked. When from the back, too much heat, but there's a check ball. One line judge called it as a check. They will review. Vietnam challenges. This is the first challenge we've had in this match, actually.
You can also see the importance of challenge opportunities. That's also one of the recent developments in the sport.
Yes, it is.
This is the gold medal match.
And the
Every point
coaches,
is important.
the coaches will max it out. They'll use every opportunity to. And I like the fact that it did take away a lot of complaint. Let's take a look at this sequence.
Yep. There was a clear touch.
Yeah.
On,
one of the line judges had already declared it. And now it's official. Challenge is successful.
Vietnam still breathing down the necks of Kazakhstan.
Sana Anarkolova.
You can put her anywhere and she will still score for her country. 11 points already for Sana Narkolova. No surprise there.
No, none at all. We knew that she was going to be the go-to person. This one is in the air. It is an overpass, but not pounced upon. Here's a slide. And the whip. Oh, it will go out. And Kuznetsova and company unable to handle it.
The set from Kuznetsova to give a point back to Vietnam.
Somebody will serve, a new player for Vietnam, number 14. That's Vo Tai Kim Toa. He's actually one of the other setters for Vietnam. Narkolova is sealed. And nowhere to go.
Yeah. Set was also short. So that was a good defensive pattern for Vietnam. It only took the setter one side step to the left to get that rejection.
Nigmatulina is in at the setter position for Kazakhstan. The reverse. The elevation. When excellent roll that time by Bekisheva. And the shot by Anarkolova is long. They want to challenge, I suppose.
Vietnam is confident that there was no block touch.
But Anarkolova seems to think otherwise. Huh? Do the players actually see it there? You actually, yes and no.
They can hear it. Usually they hear it.
Then sometimes it's a feeling. Sometimes it's the assistants who see it and insist on it. Again, if you're just joining us, this is the second set. Vietnam took the first. Gold medal match. This is taking a little while here. Here we go.
No block touch. Points will remain with the Vietnamese squad. Kazakhstan will have one challenge left here in the second set. Vietnam now overtakes Kazakhstan 16-15.
Vo is still serving. Here's the stretch that time by Anakonova. One-handed pickup. Joust at the net and excellent libero work by Nguyen Candang. 4 touches. Will they challenge?
Yeah. There'll be another challenge for Vietnam. They're saying that there was a block touch on Kazakhstan. First referee called 4 touches that last sequence.
It's being played out as really a gold medal match with the coaches playing a chess game, really. Trying to delay, trying to stall at certain junctures without having to burn a timeout, actually.
Kazakhstan's coach also looked for other players on the bench to provide more firepower to their team. The entry of Siriyeshkina helped them establish a lead. Yep, there was a block touch.
Clearly so, no?
We will be replaying that point.
And the serve will again belong to number 14, that's Vo, the alternate setter. Picked up that time by Siroyeshinka.
Yep, that will be lifting violation called on Nikonova. Kuznetsova will check back in. Substitution didn't work for Kazakhstan.
Yeah.
Now Vietnam will hold on to a 2-point lead.
Nalia Nigmatulina did not stay very long on the floor. I think 2 swings of the rotation. In the meantime, this woman continues to serve. Here comes Sana Anakolova. It is tracked down and it's going to be missed.
Tran Tu Lin tried to go for a down-the-line hit. Zone 1 was also open. There's just too much spin and angle as that ball sailed out.
We have a new player on the side of Kazakhstan. That's Kristina Belova. And she just pulled out another Kristina Anikonova. Very deep pickup that time. When? Woo! In the corner.
There was no attempt on the floor of Kazakhstan to dig that ball up. Again, corner pocket open for Nguyen Big Tuen.
15 points. Just like that. And we're just in the second set. Vietnam with a 2-point edge. Regalo, as we call it. It's an overpass.
Passing has been a problem for Kazakhstan. They have all the tools when you take a look at the offense.
Yeah.
But when they don't get a good receive, it's really going to be difficult for Kuznetsova.
Yeah, regalo in many languages is a gift. In the meantime, timeout Kazakhstan.
Хорошо, то, что неудобные. Пусть будет высокий, вопросов нет. Реализация возможно, возможно на высоком, возможно, вопросов нет. Хорошо? Качество передачи, чтобы удобно было, чтобы шабаном, либо пальцы. Хорошо? Прием, кто плюс придет, центральный вы в работе постоянно. В контратаке так. Хорошо? По очечку по 2 надо. И на подаче вот на 11 давить так же, давление оказывать. Поехали.
Let's go with the serve of Vietnam right now. Tran Tu Lin. Here's Sana Narkulova thumping it over. When is denied access. Chumak with a good job putting a hand on it.
Powerful hits have been effective for Vietnam, so that soft touch came out of nowhere. He didn't get the right approach.
Yes,
so
he
just
did.
wanted to recycle that ball. But again, these are tall blockers from Kazakhstan. They can put that ball down.
That is hijack. Kept in play. Alert pickup by Sagib Bayaba.
Too strong again.
Nguyen has 15 points and
Narkulova has 11.
So they're going at it point per point here. Here comes our setter for Kazakhstan, Kuznetsova. Irina's shot. Nguyen is rejected. And they're doing a better job, Kazakhstan, that is, of blocking. Number 10, Nguyen Big Tuen.
Now you can sense a little bit of frustration from Tuen. 2 kill blocks against her and 1 unforced error on the attack.
Ooh, Kazakhstan unable to sustain at this crucial part, rather, of the second set. Vietnam with a 1-point lead.
The start of the second frame, it was Kazakhstan on top by 4 points.
When Kandang served, the message is dropped, kept alive. Back row, wide open. Siroyashinka unable to track it down.
Smart push from Duat Lam Guan. The libero was up front. The sweeper was in the best of positions.
Yes.
Also,
Margarita Belchenko will return. She saw very brief action earlier and has just replaced Svetlana Nikoyaleva. Nguyen Handong. Kuznetsova. Narkulova with it over. Nguyen jams it against the block. And they arrive at point number 22.
then changing things up. A while ago, she was challenging the blockers of Kazakhstan. This time, she hits the right hand of Sana Narkulova.
Nice quick set, but kept alive by Vietnam. The gentle touch. She has so many attack modes.
Continuing to pile up the points for Kazakhstan. That's the 12th point of Sana Narkulova in this match. They're going head-to-head, talking about Sana Narkulova and Nguyen Duen.
But they're down by 2. Oh boy.
That was a sure point.
It's, you know, it's like we're loading a weapon and then just firing away right away.
When she gets that contact point, that high contact point, you know you're in trouble.
And and that's a counter by Kazakhstan. Chumak getting her game going, and Kuznetsova, the setter, beginning to feed her a little more.
In their matchup in the pool phase, Chumak didn't get a lot of minutes. She only scored a single point in set number 1. But now she has been steady for Kazakhstan. And what a monster block there from Anikonova, shutting down that attack. Tuen.
And Vietnam sues for time.
Tôi đã nói rồi, đánh yểm hộ nhau nhá, yểm hộ, cố gắng. Bố chạy đi, bước một quả Linh.
Yểm hộ nhá, đánh tấn công tất cả sau phải thấy yểm hộ vào. Linh yểm hộ, đừng lên cao có Linh nhá.
Ôi là chắc là một điểm.
Bronze medalists, the Philippines, chilling. They've been able to get themselves ready for the podium presentation later on. Historic moment for Philippine volleyball as this young crew, hastily formed, we all know, no question about it, managing to win the bronze medal against Australia in straight sets earlier. Now we arrive at set point. Vietnam is ahead there.
That timeout just iced the server of Kazakhstan.
Anarkolova denied. When Anarkolova in the back row. A lively exchange happening when. Oh, red hot!
Vietnam will now get a 2-set advantage against Kazakhstan. They're now 1 set away from that gold medal here in the AVC Challenge Cup.
You know, in the audience, I'm beginning to see people in Vietnamese shirts. They're beginning to celebrate, relish the moment. Yes, indeed, 2-0 lead heading into the
They have controlled the service line. They have controlled the net against Vietnam. But Vietnam still has more attack points compared to Kazakhstan. And when it comes to the unforced errors, Kazakhstan still had more compared to the Vietnamese squad.
any suggestions that you think and anything that Kazakhstan will have to address in the third set if they hope to stay alive in this gold medal match?
First and foremost, you really have to help Kuznetsov by giving that pass. I mean, you try your best to push that ball to the setter's buckets at the very least. Doesn't need to be perfect, but somewhere along that zone so that she can be unpredictable as well. You can see the attack points of Vietnam, 13 compared to the 9 of Kazakhstan. But Vietnam wasn't able to score any service ace. But even if they were lacking in some departments, in the scoring department, the errors of Kazakhstan also helped them win set number 2.
And you can feel the confidence emanating from the Vietnamese side. They are a set away from pocketing the gold medal in this tournament. Kazakhstan has not participated in recent years, but is back in the AVC tournament. And Kazakhstan is number 30 in the world. They were chosen to represent the AVC in the 2022 Challenger Cup, finishing 7th in the tournament. And there's Coach De Brito of the Philippines down in the middle. And I'm
With
sure
his family.
Yes, I'm sure he wants to see his players receive their bronze medal straight. It's almost like winning the gold medal. Some of our officials, Mr. Ricky Palou of the Sports Vision Group and the Premier Volleyball League, the Professional Volleyball League in the Philippines. What stands out for you as the outstanding qualities that we can learn from Vietnam so far?
It's very important to be able to develop that ability to pivot quickly. I mean, it's always going to be situational. Sometimes plans change. And when you're up against a team or a stronger team like Kazakhstan, you have to be able to shift the gears well. You have to be able to make adjustments instantly. And you'll just get there through experience, really.
As we welcome you to the third set. From the Philippines, Sam Sarmenta and Neil Flores at the call here. And all of you following on our different platforms. The Philippines, of course, on One Sports Plus, and Pilipinas Live. Thank you for joining us. In the meantime, last day of this joyful tournament that has had great crowds come to this venue. In the meantime, is it outside? It is.
TNT Big Tuen continues to use the blockers of Kazakhstan. Now, Kazakhstan is in a similar situation in the pool phase. They dropped the first 2 sets against Vietnam, but they won set number 3, 25-14. Let's see if they can replicate that result in this gold medal match.
19 points already for Nguyen. Excellent pickup that time on the back row by Sirasinka. And Vietnam still takes the point. It's a check ball.
It hit the head of Sana Narkolova. The ball was already on its way out. Being the tall outside hitter that she is, she wasn't able to just change her direction.
She ended up with a wide grin and smile that said, oh boy, why did I? Nguyen unable to get to it. A player in front of her actually touched the ball as well.
That's just the recovery of a seasoned veteran like Sana Narkolova.
Margarita Belchenko. Nguyen. And again, it's outside off the block. This time it's Trantu Lin delivering.
Lin was a bit quiet in set number 2.
Yes.
So they're looking to activate her more here in set number 3. Now is the time to bring all the guns out,
yeah, especially
for Vietnam if you want to win
finish
that.
this.
Yeah, you don't want to give any kind of confidence to the Kazakhstan squad. Because if you give up set number 3, you might just see yourself in a 5-setter against the Kazakhs.
Bekisheva is there, and that is hit out. You know what I love about the Vietnamese side? No fear in going for the ball. I will go for it, well, no matter what it takes. I may not be the libero, but I'm going for the ball. Anarkolova. Reached for by Tran. When dug up cleanly. That's a tough somersault on the floor. They'll tap it over. Cut. Oh, neatly done. Trantulin.
Quick 2-point production here in the third set for Trantulin. Siriyeshkina saw it coming, but she wasn't able to pick up that ball.
Just a few feet away, 3 or 4 feet away. Picked up that time by Berkisheva and unable to sustain it. That is Wang Ti-Kyun. Trin rather, unable to keep it in play. The score right now is tied at 4. Anikonova and Kazakhstan gains the upper hand.
Kazakhstan, they're still following their game plan. They're serving heavy. They're controlling the attacks of Vietnam, but they have to match the output in the attacking department, because that's how you score in this sport, by attacking the defense of your opponent.
And they've got to manage those miscues. Lessen them, in fact. Kristina Anikonova sending it into the net. Serve of Trantulin coming up. Kuznetsova. Ooh, too strong.
There will be a challenge from Kazakhstan, a ball in, ball out challenge.
Yeah, I think our DJ got the miscue also and called it as a... But we'll decide on it after this review. Coach Gilyat Zotinov continues his conversation with his setter, Irina Kuznetsova. As the case should be. There's no choice. Vietnam beginning to enjoy the music of the challenge. They're dancing. The bench players have developed a choreography for it, actually.
Well, they're up by 2 sets. They're feeling the energy. They're just a few points away.
You know, the bench players are saying, you know, we may never get in, but we'll have fun doing this. Here we go. Ooh, it's out.
Yeah, it's out. Only one challenge left for Kazakhstan, and it's still early here in the third set. They have to save that one.
When it's unsuccessful, the rule is you do lose one.
Yes, you lose one.
You do.
You keep it if you're successful.
Blocked. Crawling back in. Pounced upon. Kuznetsova. That's a left-handed stab that will count for Zana Siroshichenko.
That substitution worked in set number 2, and now she is the starting outside hitter for Kazakhstan. Nikolaeva will come off the bench.
Irina's serve gets a crawl on the net. Kazakhstan still slightly ahead. This also happened in the second set. And that is foiled. And it's a 2-point lead now by Kazakhstan.
They're getting points from blocking. They're also getting points from the service line.
They need
I guess that's the downside.
everything, actually.
Yeah, I guess that's the downside also of having a powerful hitter like Niena. Sometimes when the ball is deflected, it's hard to anticipate where the ball will land.
Yes. Sakimbayeva doing a good job as liberang, went foiled on 2 attempts. And Sakimbayeva is there. Here's Sana. Vietnam continues to pursue it, still alive. The set, the reverse, Sana outside on the heave. It will be a point for Vietnam, but what a lively exchange between these two.
They were hoping for a block touch on the Vietnamese blocker. I don't think Kazakhstan will use their last challenge card. These are their quality rallies. We've been looking for.
When Kandang. That's a drop. It's a push-up. Chased down by Tan. In the middle. Chumak is foiled and ball was on the ground. Sana Anarkolova tries to talk to Justin Del Rosario.
They can still challenge though. They still have one challenge left, but based on that replay, I think the ball already landed on the floor of Kazakhstan before they touched it via the pancake save.
In play, Sana Anarkolova pursues it. Reached for, blocked, and it touches the blockers on the way out. Excellent shot that time by Belchenko.
Belchenko had 8 points against Alas Pilipinas last night.
Battle at the net, elevated. Into the corner, it's perfectly done.
And just pulled back on power in that last hit. She saw the opening in zone number 1. Didn't force herself too much on that attack.
Here's Duan. Ooh, nearly bungled. Chumak didn't get out of the way. Bekisheva already had a beeline towards it, actually. Watch this.
These are the miscues that definitely hurt, because it's a very simple communication error from Kazakhstan.
We've got a timeout on our Rizal Memorial floor.
Редко подключение к одному со всеми невозможно будет, тогда мы включим. Хорошо? Давай. Поработаем.
Action resumes. Vietnam with a 2-set-to-love edge in this, going into the swing of this third set. 10-9 tally. Vietnam with a slight lead here. Serving will be Duan Thuy Lo Wan. And good counter by Chumak.
Good things happen once Kazakhstan controls that first ball. They have the advantage, I guess, in the middle with Chumak there. Very tall middle blocker.
Her serve, however, beyond the border. Wants his team actually to calm down.
You have a couple of seconds on the service line.
Yeah.
You have to use it.
Here's the 20-point woman here, Wen Kwan, and that'll work for Kazakhstan.
Kuznetsova is exclusively going to the middle blockers. A while ago, we saw points from Chumak. Now it's Nikonova on that short slide. Huge gap in between the blockers of Vietnam.
Belchenko with the serve. Bullet pass. Bullet shot. Nguyen. And it's inside. They are playing at such a wicked, tough pace.
So fast.
Thuy wearing number 8. Kuznetsova set, and it's bounced upon. still close, huh? You might get the feeling, without looking at the score, that Vietnam has pulled away here. Not really. Kazakhstan is going with Vietnam step for every step.
Kazakhstan has been trying to drag Vietnam to their tempo, but the setter of Vietnam has been preventing that.
Yes. And nowhere to go, as that is scored by Tran Tu Lin.
Single block coverage from the left side. A new player will check in for the Vietnamese squad. That's number 14, Vo Thiem Catois.
Who had some service duties in the second set. Good pace, well done. Rare speedy attack by Kristina Anikonova.
Money on that long slide. These are different variations of the running attack for Kazakhstan. Whether it's a short or a long slide, it has always been converted into a point by their middles.
The slide, more often than not, always creates just a single blocker attack. Too much on that recipe.
Vietnam will challenge, though. They will ask for a block touch. That looked way off. Might be tactic for Vietnam to just prevent consecutive points from the momentum of Kazakhstan.
I love the body language of Coach Antoine Kiet. He transmits this disappointment. He transcends when he does his eye contact with his players. We do not understand, of course, what he's saying, but so much the eyes have it, really. Here we go.
Yep, that was outside. No block touch there. Point will go to Kazakhstan.
So they'll be left with one more challenge here. Anikonova with the serve. That is foiled, all dressed up, nowhere to go for Tran Tu Lin.
More substitutions for Vietnam after that rejection from Tran Tu Lin.
New player. This is a new player who is seeing action for the first time. VT Kim Toa, wearing number 16. Anikonova serving. When there's a battle and the antenna is hit, it will go to Vietnam.
Net fault called on Siriyeshkina. And that's a wasted opportunity. That was an excellent dig from the back row. There was a net fault there.
Yeah. And the serve now belongs to Vietnam. Tran Tu Lin.
Don't look now. Nguyen Thi Bích Tuyến is in the front row for Vietnam.
When tight set, kept in play nonetheless by Wang. And the pace, when it's pace, it's Vietnam.
It wasn't a low fast set to the left pin. That was a high set.
Yeah.
Looks like Nguyen prefers a higher set compared to a low fast set so that she can get that ball from the highest point.
You know, the idea, if you're Kazakhstan, you got to swing Vietnam around. You got to throw them into places they are most not likely to be. We have a 16-15 lead by Kazakhstan. This serve by Kuznetsova, the setter. When picked up that time by Zagimbayeva. Drop, reached for, rejected, but blocked away and out.
Nguyen wasn't in the best position to attack the defense of Kazakhstan. That's why Duanti Lamwan went to the back row.
Oh, well done. Delivery that time by Zana Siroyashinta.
Such a heavy-handed
yes,
attacker. And as a lefty, you would usually see lefties in the right pin, but she occupies that outside hitter position. This rotation.
Win. Oh, good counter. And the libero producing the point. Tomin Sagimbayeva.
That's an impact play right there for Kazakhstan. Nobody home for Vietnam.
That's where you want to beat Vietnam. Pull a few surprises. Kazakhstan with a 2-point lead here in the third. When libero action sends it skyward. Kuznetsova, and here comes Kazakhstan beginning to percolate there.
So a 3-point lead for Kazakhstan. The middles have come up with a lot of excellent plays in the past few rallies.
And Coach Nguyen Tuan Kiet forced to press the timeout buzzer.
Cố gắng mỗi người tập trung vào một chút. Nó nảy cao như thế thừa khả năng nảy mộ đi. Chưa gì, cố gắng nhá, chậm lại kéo. Cái cầu này nó nhảy phát rất khó nên là nó chỉ có chuyền biên không đánh được chiến thuật đâu. Thế nên con cố cắt quả này đi.
Đây lại chị ơi.
And there are the fans in the Vietnamese t-shirts up there. And here they are. I know we have a large, sizable Vietnamese community in the Philippines as well. Three-point lead by Kazakhstan. When whips it up. Kept in play nonetheless. Sana Anarkulova. Here comes libero play. When the other libero, when, and hits kept in play by Tran. Joust, when, and it's a lift.
Yep. Call will stick.
Doan was trying to complain about it, but let's watch. And Vietnam stays alive here.
That is service error number 9 already for Kazakhstan. Vietnam has kept it clean with only 3 unforced errors on the service line.
Sana Narkolova, oh, that crawls on the net. It will go to Vietnam. That now comes within 2. Duanti Lamwan. Excellent dig by Berkisheva. She crawls for it and somersaults on the floor. Gentle reach. And Nguyen delivers down the line.
Not yet over, says Vietnam. Great kneeling reverse set there from Duanti Lam.
And Kazakhstan wants to talk things over.
Играете либо широкий темп, либо зона. Рано у тебя готово всегда высокий потекать. Хорошо? Ты впереди работаешь, реализацию. Давай приготовьтесь.
You're watching the gold medal match of the AVC Challenge Cup here in Manila, the Philippines, at the Rizal Memorial Coliseum, an iconic venue that has seen many sporting events since it was established in 1934. And a double block will tie the count.
Vietnam is giving Kazakhstan a taste of their own medicine. All throughout this match, it has been Kazakhstan on top in the blocking department. Now Nikolaeva will replace number 17.
Belchenko. You know, Kazakhstan is looking for a spark, somebody that will sustain their offense till the very end, and Vietnam doing it with airtight defense.
Back-to-back monster blocks for Vietnam. This time courtesy of Nguyen.
Vietnam knowing how to respond in a crisis. Sana Anarkolova handled well by the dig, and a good counter. Kuznetsova digging it up. Sana, the set, the reverse, and the point. And Vietnam with a 2-point lead.
That's the decision making of a season setter for you. It's closing time. Of course, you have to go to your opposite in Nguyen Thi Bích Truyen, who has been a star here in the AVC Challenge Cup.
Oh, well done. Kept keeping Kazakhstan in the game. Down by just one. Svetlana Nikolaeva. Chumak, who did not start today. Nguyen brings them to 23.
The countdown begins for Vietnam. They are the defending champions, and they just need 2 points away.
Playing and coming from behind here in this third set, really. Sana Anarkolova misses. And we are at championship point.
Vietnam is ready to celebrate.
The attack foiled, and Kazakhstan saves 1 point.
Kazakhstan can still score off their serves or off their block.
Nikolaeva. Tracked down that time by Sagimbayeva. And we are done! And Vietnam has won the 2024 AVC Challenge Cup in Manila in straight sets.
Dominant performance for Vietnam. And in set number 3, they came from behind just like in set number 2. But for Kazakhstan, they also played really well, but it will be Vietnam's time to shine here in the tournament.
You know, I like the way they played under duress, under a crisis. They did not panic. They went to their strengths. They went to their assets and held their defense more than anything else. So Vietnam finishes with the gold. The silver will go to Kazakhstan, and the bronze will go to the Philippines.
Vietnam will also get that last ticket to the AVC Challenger Cup.
Yes. The Philippines, of course, hosting that event. So we are automatically part of that tournament, which creates an opportunity to be part of the VNL, where China, Japan, and Thailand are already in the women's category. We will clear the court for the awarding ceremony, and we'll take a little break here We hope to have you with us for the formal presentations. Back with us here at the Rizal Memorial Coliseum in Manila, the Philippines, and we have brought to a close before the awarding ceremony, of course, the tournament. And the winner is Vietnam, and they did so in straight sets here in the gold medal match.
All throughout the match, they just had more options on offense, and we mentioned this so many times in the coverage. When it came up big, another double-digit performance for her. For Kazakhstan, the middles really tried to come back in the latter part of set number 3, but the blocking of Vietnam just preventing them from making a comeback. It was a 4-set match in the pool phase, the battle of these two teams, but now it's a straight set win for the Vietnamese squad. And again,
so it looks like Vietnam dropped only 1 set on the way to winning this particular title. So perhaps the challenge for Vietnam as another SEA Games is coming around next year is to finally battle against Thailand again. And we'll take a look at some of the numbers first. No, but we have our Q's crossed here. Let's go to our reporter Mika Abisamis for this chat with one of the players.
Thank you very much. I am with the team captain of Vietnam, T4 Tran Thi Thanh Thuy. You know, Kazakhstan was fighting all the way, the whole game, especially in the second and in the third sets. What do you think about the challenge that they gave you here tonight as a team?
For us, Kazakhstan's team really a challenger team that we have to face it. And for the second set, they got a good block to stop our important attacker. So we have a little struggling, and then, but after that, everybody fight together. So I'm very proud of them.
Although we really wanted to see you play here in the Philippines, your teammates did a great job defending the crown and getting the gold. What do you want to say to your supporters in Vietnam and all over the world, T4?
I'm very thankful for the fans in Philippines, and you make our win is more like good memory in Philippines, and hope to see you soon.
Right, thank you very much. Once again, the team captain of Vietnam, who is T4, Sir Seven Neil.
And she is very popular among fans. And look at this. This is a very good libero, and she's getting her share of admirers with pictures being taken as well. She was confident as early as the warm-ups. Take us through the numbers, please.
35 attacks for Vietnam was enough to put Kazakhstan away in a straight set manner. Again, Kazakhstan had bigger numbers in blocking and serving, but look at the 24 errors. That was just too much for a gold medal match. And Vietnam pounced on that opportunity to win the gold here in the AVC Challenge Cup. They are the defending champions for a reason. Now they have defended their throne.
Okay, and that's going to make it official. Vietnam is the gold medal winner. Silver belongs to Kazakhstan. The bronze belongs to the Philippines, winning against Australia in straight sets earlier today. We will take a break here as we set the stage for the awarding presentation. Don't go too far away as we complete the AVC Challenge Cup for 2024.
awarding ceremonies of the AVC Challenge Cup 2024 here in Manila, Philippines. This tournament has been a blast since day one. All tickets have been sold out, and we want to thank the fans for supporting us from the beginning of the tournament. It's now time to award the teams and the individuals who performed their best in the AVC Challenge Cup 2024. To begin our awarding ceremonies, we would like to thank the national team partners Meralco and Ribisco. We would also like to thank the sponsors of the AVC Challenge Cup, the Philippine Sports Commission, the Philippine Olympic Committee, PLDT, Meralco, MWell, Ribisco, Signal, Smart, Akari, Ayala Land, New Valley Estates, Maynilad, Mikasa, ASICS, Seno, Signal, One Sports Plus, the Pilipinas Live, Gameville, and Makati Shangri-La. And of course, we would like to thank the Asian Volleyball Confederation and to the Philippine National Volleyball Federation for hosting this event. Now we would like to call our podium finishers for the AVC Challenge Cup 2024. Let's begin with our bronze medalists from the Philippines, Alas Pilipinas. Yama, a referee delegate from Japan, to present our Best Outside Hitter Award. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the best outside hitters of the tournament from Australia, number 4, Caitlin Tipping. Now it's time to call Mr. Russell Palbacal, the sports director of Akari, to present the Best Opposite Hitter Award. Ladies and gentlemen, the Best Opposite Hitter of the tournament from Las Pilipinas, Angel Canino. Congratulations to our best opposite hitter, and thank you so much, Mr. Russell Palbacal, for presenting the award. Now we would like to call Mayor Abraham Tolentino, President of the Philippine Sports Commission, or the Chairman of the Philippine Olympic Committee, to present the Best Setter Award. The Best Setter from Las Pilipinas, Gia de Guzman. Congratulations to our best setter, and thank you, Mayor Abraham Tolentino, for presenting the award. Now we would like to call Chairman Richard Bachman, Chairman of the Philippine Sports Commission, to present the Best Libero Award. And the Best Libero from Vietnam, number 12, Nguyen Can Thang. Congratulations to our best libero, and thank you so much, Chairman Richard Bachman, for presenting the award. We have one more individual award to present, the MVP of the tournament. And we would like to call Mr. Don Caringal, the Secretary General of the Philippine National Volleyball Federation, for the award. Ladies and gentlemen, the MVP of the tournament from Vietnam, number 10, Nguyen Big Twin. We would like to request all the individual awardees to gather at the center for a group photo opportunity. Congratulations to all our individual awardees of the AVC Challenge Cup 2024 for women. Now it's time for the teams to go up on that podium. We would like to begin with the third place award, our bronze medalists, and we would like to call Mayor Abraham Tolentino, Chairman of the Philippine Olympic Committee, along with Mr. Mohammed Ahmed Al Tawadi, Technical Delegate from Bahrain, to present the bronze medals for our third placers. Ladies and gentlemen, our bronze medalists are Las Pilipinas. The players, number 1, Faith Nisperos. Number 2, VP Sharma. Number 3, Vanny Gandler. Number 5, Don Katindig. Number 6, Julia Coronel. Number 8, Eya Laure. Number 9, Jen Yerba. Number 11, Gia De Guzman. Number 12, Angel Canino. Number 13, Del Palomata. Number 16, Ara Panique. Number 17, Thea Gagate. Number 18, Cici Rondina. And number 22, Cherry Nuna. Medalists, Kazakhstan. The players, number 1, Perizat Norbergunova. Number 2, team captain Sana Anarkulova. Number 4, Jana Siryashkina. Number 6, Nailia Nigmatulina. Number 7, Yulia Yakimova. Number 9, Valeria Chumak. Number 13, Kristina Belova. Number 14, Svetlana Nikolayev. like to request everyone to stand up for the singing of the national anthem of Vietnam.
Watching us on our different platforms on One Sports Plus, as well as Pilipinas Live, as well as the different streaming platforms that we have been able to join you with over the week. And so much to look forward to, and Asian Volleyball is in a good place, Tim Flores.
And up next, we will have the AVC Challenge Cup for the men's
And which will be
division.
played in Bahrain.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's something to look forward to. That's it for us, and as we thank you for joining us for the entire week on behalf of all our announcers, our producers, our directors, our production staff, our graphics people, and everybody in our studios. Thank you for joining us. It has been a great tournament. This has been the AVC Challenge Cup for women, and the champion is Vietnam. Kazakhstan finishes second, and the Philippines with a bronze medal. Thank you. Good night. And as we say in the Philippines, mabuhay!